Before we start today's video, check out our new merch shop linked in the description below, featuring new updated designs from your favorite Marvel projects. Use the code TEAMCAP or code IRONMAN in all caps to get 10% off of your order. Thanks so much and enjoy today's video.
Hey everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here, hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we have a rather unfortunate update for the next Marvel movie, as it's projected to be a flop, if for anything, when it hits theaters in just a few couple of weeks. We of course are going to go ahead and we're going to hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing all types of Marvel related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Also, be sure to hit that little notification bell right next to it to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost on the daily. There is a lot of Marvel news to keep up with. It's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys updated with everything, not just that, but also break it down for you guys. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, for one, a disclaimer, I don't completely agree with this. I'm going to wait until I actually see the movie to actually judge it, basing it off of everything that I've seen officially from Marvel and from Sony Pictures, being their next Spider-Man villain spinoff. It's being KRAVEN the Hunter, of course. That's kind of what I'm judging it and basing it off of as of right now. You have to play fair. You can't just kind of, be hearing things and that kind of thing. In that sense, you can, of course, have an opinion, say that the trailer doesn't look as great, but that's kind of where I am basing it off of. And so, in today's video, we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. The next Marvel movie is projected to be a flop, and if not just that, flop hard. This comes as a report, a rumored report at that. Audiences may not be craving any KRAVEN the Hunter this holiday season. Box office projections for Sony Pictures' next Marvel Spider-Man villain spinoff movie looks slim to grim. Like Gretchen Weiner's trying to make fetch happen, Sony Pictures has doggedly attempted to get its less Spider-Man universe off of the runway for several years at this point, and at the beginning of the year it definitely wasn't the best with Madam Web, but recently Venom's trilogy, Venom the Last Dance, coming to a conclusion just in October, is definitely a great signs of success. Does that success carry over to KRAVEN the Hunter and to other characters in the Spider-Man Sony villain universe? Whatever you want to call it. The Sonyverse is what a lot of people have called it. The studio had decent success with its Venom trilogy, but its other attempts at Marvel character-led movies have flopped like bowling balls. With that all in mind, it seems like KRAVEN the Hunter may be headed to box office trouble. According to Box Office Pro's December 5th tracking, Sony's KRAVEN the Hunter, the longest Sony Marvel film to date, is projected to bring in approximately somewhere between $20 to $25 million domestically in its opening weekend. They base this information off of pre-sales, and everything of that nature really is where that does come from. There are still people, myself included, and honestly will just pick a random day to go out to the theater and kind of just buy the ticket there, not really pre-selling anything, but it is a very common thing nonetheless. For those that may not be as well versed into the motion picture financial aspects of things, an opening take home like that for a superhero flick would result in a total North American haul of less than $85 million. For KRAVEN the Hunter, a film with a budget of around $110 million, plus its cost of marketing and promoting, that constitutes to a notable flop, if for anything. KRAVEN isn't the only non-starter in Sony's shared universe of Marvel characters as well that has tried in its garner interest. As I had mentioned earlier, although Box Office Pro's production is about $10 million above Madam Web, released in February at the beginning of this year, it will likely come up short compared to every other entry in the entire Tom Hardy-led Venom trilogy as well. It also is not to beat the earnings of the much memed Morbius movie, which came out in April of 2022. A list of the opening weekend domestic earnings of every Sony Marvel film since Venom as follows. Venom had brought in $80 million. Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, brought in 90.1 million. Morbius brought in 39 million. Madam Web came in with only 15.3 million, which was a mega flop. And in comparison, I don't actually think that KRAVEN will do as bad or worse as Madam Web. I think it will be fair share, somewhere between Morbius and the Venom movies. And of course, Venom 3, The Last Dance, recently having just come out in October, only brought in 51 million, and in comparison to the first Venom movies, definitely isn't as high as those. It's worth noting that December of 2024 is also jam-packed a month for motion picture movies coming out, with Mufasa, The Lion King, The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, not sure if I pronounced that right, but that's an animated movie actually, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and The Complete Unknown, all debuting in theaters in December. Such competition leaves KRAVEN the Hunter with less chance to really succeed. People pick and choose the movies that they do go see. That rhymes. Anyway, could KRAVEN's failure doom the Sony Marvel verse? And if KRAVEN the Hunter does fail, are they going to be done with it? If KRAVEN the Hunter is a bomb as hard as it's foreseen to do, as I had mentioned, I don't think it's going to do nearly as bad as Madam Web. It is possible that Sony and Columbia Pictures could take some time to regroup and figure out a more lucrative path for their Spider-Man universe, making more movies that are similar to the Spider-Verse movies with Miles Morales, the animated ones, or maybe just put more attention to those projects. It does feel likely, particularly considering that after KRAVEN, Sony does not have any more officially announced live-action Marvel movies in their pipeline, and that they may be done for some time, hopefully, even. Sure, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is nearly guaranteed to do huge numbers from the 2023's mega-hit Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but that series is animated, and Sony could like to achieve the same success with their live-action efforts as well. It kind of goes both ways. I want these movies to be successful, I want them to be good, but they just can't really get off the ground, so I'd say I'd rather they just leave it, take the time to regroup, and maybe come out with a project like Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire, or Andrew Garfield come back with an Amazing Spider-Man 3. Something like that, something like a sequel that could be really attention-grabbing of a comeback, especially after Spider-Man No Way Home. Viewers are primed to see more of those characters, and especially with the next two Avengers movies. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Leave a like on today's video, as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Stick around here on the channel, Unofficial MCU, by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel, almost on the daily. There's a lot of Marvel news and craziness that has been going on. That's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys all updated on all of it and explain it all. Also, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below, or to the channel. Also use codes Team Iron Man or Team Cap in all caps, depending on what team you are a part of, to get 10% off of your order. I'll be updating and dropping new designs on a regular basis, so make sure you check it out. It can make a perfect gift for someone else, or even for yourself. With whatever way you support the channel, I really deeply do appreciate it. Whether it's simply watching today's video or purchasing one of our products, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.